G'day again from me, Trev, your host for this episode 5 of Trev's Talk. Last week I left off with a promised chat on possibly running an unbiased free trial of my Medjugorje. But before we get to that, I need to open my heart and ask for assistance from the younger generations. I'm sure you have heard of Greta Thunburg, the young lady devoting her life to stopping climate change. Young people get it, but older generations are too comfortable in their lives and are strongly resistant to change. Greta knows the truth, but can't get older generations to listen and change their ways should they need to. Like Greta, I too have devoted my life to a cause. From my previous episodes, you should have noted I believe God is real, and the incredible phenomenon of Medjugorje is also real. Just as Greta Thunburg believes climate change is real and has great difficulty in getting others to believe it, so they'll take appropriate action, so do I have great trouble in getting others to believe God is real and Medjugorje is real, and we all need to be taking appropriate action because of that. Greta is making inroads and changing some unbelievers on climate change. She is young, full of youthful energy, and has many young people assisting her in her struggle. I am in my 80s, at least 60 years older than Greta, and desperately in need of young people to come on board with help for me in my struggle. I can't do this job alone. I need help. If you are a young person with tech savvy, I need you to spread the word about my Spotify or YouTube podcasting. Let your friends and family know there is a man, vulnerable and authentic, trying to spread knowledge about Medjugorje like Greta is spreading the word on climate change. Hopefully, some young people will chat about my podcasts on X or Instagram or other platforms used by younger generations and guide their friends to me. Anyone listening to my podcasts from episode 1 should realise that I, like Greta, make nothing out of my quest and am doing it for the betterment of the world. Please check me out on Spotify. Click follow and rating and comment as well. Or check me out on YouTube. Click subscribe, like and also comment. This is one way you can help. If I can attract big numbers, I would get into a position where I could influence the media to publicising Medjugorje and assist me in running an unbiased free trial of my Medjugorje. Such a trial will prove that the Medjugorje is beneficial. The full empowerment of the Medjugorje will take place immediately after big publicity. Once validated, the Medjugorje will become in demand, and donations received for it will come to the Medjugorje Centre charity. Donations in will be used 100% for charitable causes. Charitable causes are not just for helping people, they can be for helping the environment too, like supporting Greta with funds to fight for climate change. The Medjugorje Centre would be able to form a war chest dedicated to assisting other charities fighting for social justice issues like Greta's cause. Make no mistake, when the Medjugorje is validated by positive results from an unbiased free trial, the demand for it will be huge. and the possibilities of doing good because of it will also be huge. I have submitted a proposal to the media for a newspaper article on the phenomenon of Medjugorje and made suggestions for the running of an unbiased free trial of the Medjugorje, but it has been held in abeyance while the editor decides whether to use my proposal ideas or not. They have all the necessary information to go public, but are hesitating. I believe that if I can get a large number of supporters to my podcasts, I will be able to push the editor out of his hesitancy and get some big publicity. Big publicity will trigger full empowerment of the Medjugorje. Now, a little change of pace. Some years ago, I was given strong GBs, that's my term for goosebumps, several times. Some years ago, I heard or read about a movie coming to Perth. It was called King's Speech and was about King George VI overcoming a speech impediment, enabling him to give radio broadcasts to encourage and inform his subjects, to not lose morale over the war when Germany was massively bombing England. His speeches were important. This receiving of the GBs locked the whole broadcasting thing into my memory. Fast forward to early 2024, when I was scrolling through the internet, I found an article by Radio Fremantle offering a radio presenter's course that could possibly lead to a volunteer getting their own show on their radio. This article sharply brought to mind memories of GBs over the King's Speech movie. I just knew that I was being guided to do that course, so I enrolled. I thought I was being guided to becoming a radio presenter at first, but after doing the course, I was talking to one of the other course students who told me that the series of talks I was planning to do would be more suitable for podcasting than radio. Everything I had learned in the course was also perfect for podcasting. He also explained that podcasting on Spotify and YouTube would give me a far greater audience than community radio. I thought then that this discovery trail over the King's Speech movie to radio presenters course and then on to podcasting was me being guided by the original GBs to become a podcaster and give talks on the Medjugorje phenomenon and my experiences with the spiritual world. This is just one example of how the GBs guide me into doing things. I've experienced the GBs many other times, like guiding me to a wife or guiding me to write a book, as I've spoken about in previous episodes. Over a long period of time, I've come to believe it is Our Lady, Mary, the Mother of Jesus, who gives me the GBs. I've had two dreams of her. The first one, just after my return to Australia from Medjugorje in 1990. The first dream showed me that Our Lady had organised the so-called coincidences which led me to actually go to Medjugorje and receive my encounters with the Holy Spirit. The second dream was after several years of receiving many instances of GBs and other spiritual promptings. That dream showed me that Our Lady was acting as a guide and teacher to me. The GBs and dreams are like a follow-up to my childhood bond and devotion to her. Now, you might feel that Our Lady loves me more than you because she is guiding me so much. But I categorically assure you that she loves you just the same as she loves me. I'm being guided because I have a job to do. She is telling you at Medjugorje through the visionaries that she loves us all in a deep love far above any love we feel here on earth. She has no favourites. We are all the same to her. I have much more to tell about dreams. I get dreams that tell of future events and others that warn me of unpleasant things to come. These types of dreams were especially prolific in the period 2009 to 2013. I have had many of these spiritual dreams, but 2009 to 2013 was a concentrated period. I was taught that forewarned is forearmed, and many of the dreams were for that purpose, to forearm me. Apart from my spiritual dreams, I don't dream much at all. I go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning without dreaming at all. If I do have an ordinary dream, on a rare occasion, I can tell the difference between a spiritual or an ordinary one. When I experience a spiritual dream, they are short and to the point mostly, and immediately the dream ends, I get awakened by a wide variety of fun things to make me get up out of bed and write down the dream I had just had. Now, I'm going to leave it there for this week. But hey, wonderful listeners, please follow on Spotify or subscribe on YouTube so you will get notifications on when the next podcast is published. Next week, I will tell more about how I get awakened from my spiritual dreams, and I will tell also about the amazing bursts of exquisite internal pleasure I get around the time of receiving those dreams. So that's it for this week. To hear more about Medjugorje and my incredible experiences there, you need to tune in again next week. This is Trev, tuning out.